A shocking new government report reveals that hundreds of Valley veterans were forced to wait to learn if they had cancer. And if you wonder why, it's because the test kits that held answers sat for months in a warehouse because no one paid the postage to have them mailed. Unbelievable. And now many are wondering how this could have happened. Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. This is just the latest problem uncovered at the Phoenix VA hospital. 12 News journalist Jonathan McCall is live with what the report uncovered. Jonathan?
Mark Karibe, that information coming in a 43-page report from the Veterans Affairs Office of the Inspector General. 406 veterans in all had their test kits sitting in that warehouse. Only 3 of them were able to be processed and used. Tonight, the VA says they have been able to help some of those veterans, but there are still questions on whether they've been able to help them all. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, 1 million American veterans over the age of 50 will develop colon cancer. 433,000 will die from it. For hundreds of Valley veterans, they had to wait for months to learn those life and death answers from the Phoenix VA hospital.
When you have delays in those sorts of positive screenings, you have delays in cancer, those are the things that can kill you.
A new report from the VA Office of Inspector General found more than 400 colon cancer testing kits administered at the Phoenix VA hospital sat for 60 days in a post office warehouse because the postage to have them shipped to a lab for testing never got paid.
And we just don't know what those delays will hurt and what percentage it will hurt.
Darren Selnick is with Concerned Veterans of America, an advocacy group that works on policies that protect veterans. He's also worked under 2 VA secretaries. In that time, he says,
I have seen over the years a rapid decrease in the operational capabilities.
So what went wrong? The report found that someone is required to make payment for postage on the kits. But after a change in supervisors, the information was never passed on. 403 kits in all destroyed because of the delay, causing veterans to begin the process yet again to learn if they have cancer. After learning the problem, staff members working quickly to identify patients and developing follow-up treatment plans. In a statement to 12 News, the Phoenix VA hospital said that, quote, it acknowledges that we did not meet our goals in these cases and that they have already started implementing policy and changes to ensure similar incidents are prevented in the future. Every member of Arizona's congressional delegation received a copy of that report, but 3 members of the delegation actually sit on Veterans Affairs committees. Kirsten Sinema is on the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee. Representatives Juan Ciscomani and Eli Crane are both members of the House Veterans Affairs Committee. 12 News reaching out to their offices for comment on the report. Sinema calling it unacceptable, saying that she'll continue to hold the VA accountable. Ciscomani said in part that, quote, it's unacceptable that something as dire as cancer screenings have been foregone due to a needless error. Representative Crane said that, quote, these heroes put their lives on the line for our freedom, so any failure by careless bureaucratic missteps is inexcusable. The big question for Selnick, what happens next? He says while the report does shine a light, he says action is needed.
The OIG is good at identifying problems. They're not so good at fixing them or holding people accountable.
So one of the other things mentioned in that report, about 47 veterans who initially had those test kits have not been able to have been reached so far by the VA. That's according to that report in May of earlier this year. There are still 47 veterans who the VA has not been able to reach to actually take another test to see if they indeed do have cancer. We'll make sure to post that report for you so you can read it online. It's in its entirety at 12news.com. We are live tonight in Central Phoenix. I'm Jonathan McCall, 12 News.